Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about chapter 8, which is differentials and partial derivatives. Right? Chapter 8, we are going to discuss about differentials and partial derivatives. In that, first topic is linear approximation. Okay. So first of all, we should know what is linear approximation. Linear approximation is a tangent to the curve. Linear approximation is a tangent to the curve. It is a straight line. It is a straight line which is tangent to the given function. Tangent to the given function. For example, suppose I am taking in the interval a to b a function which is like this, y equal to f of x. Suppose I am taking one point x naught here in between a to b, and at this point if you draw the tangent, so this is tangent line. So at the point x naught, the function value and tangent value approximately equal. So this tangent is known as linear approximation of the function f of x. So it is denoted by L of x. The tangent is denoted by L of x, which is used to find the function value at the chosen point x naught. Sometimes, for example, suppose you have the function f of x equal to root x. You have the function f of x equal to root x. Suppose I need the function value at 9. So how you can get root 9? By substituting in the function you will get 3. Suppose I am asking the value of f of 9.3. At that time, is it possible to find the root of 9.3? So by using long division it may be possible, approximately you can find. But using the differentials also you can find the approximate value of this. So by choosing the nearest value of 9.3. So if it is 9.3, suppose this is 9.33, then its nearest value you have to choose x naught equal to 9. At that point, if you find function value, it is nearer to 9.3. So using the linear approximation, we can find the root of 9.3 value. Okay. So definition of linear approximation. First of all, let first function should be a differentiable function. Let I am taking function defined in the interval a comma b to r be a differentiable function. Be a differentiable function. Be a differentiable function. Be a differentiable function. And x naught, I am taking one point x naught in the open interval a comma b. We define the linear approximation. We define the linear approximation. Linear approximation. Linear approximation L of f at x naught. At x naught by L of x is equal to f of x naught plus f dash of x naught into x minus x naught. So using this formula we can find the linear approximation of the function f, which is denoted by L of x for all x belongs to open interval a comma. Okay. So let me explain how to derive this formula. See in the interval I am taking one function. This is a and this is b. Suppose this is the function defined in the interval a to b, y equal to f of x, and I am taking one point in the interval x naught. So this point becomes x naught comma f of x naught. Suppose I draw one tangent at this point, then how we can get the slope of this tangent? Slope of this tangent is, so let y equal to f of x is a curve in open interval a comma, right? X naught comma f of x naught. is the point on the curve, is the point on the curve, point on the curve. So I have taken one point on the curve. At that point we can draw the tangent. At that point tangent, we can draw tangent, we can draw one tangent. Its slope, slope is denoted by m. Okay, its slope m equal to, how we can get the slope of tangent? By differentiating the function f dash of x naught. Slope is denoted by m, and we can get the slope of the tangent by differentiating the function. So f dash, at the point we are finding the slope, no? So x naught, by substituting x naught we will get the slope. Now see, we have one point on the tangent, which is x naught comma f of x naught, and we got the slope of the tangent. So we can derive the tangent equation. Now equation of tangent, therefore equation of tangent slope 1 point form. So y minus y1, what is y1 here? This is x1 y1, y minus y1 is f of x naught is equal to m into x minus x1. X1 is x naught. Why? Because this is x1 y1 point. Okay, and slope is m. So I am substituting the slope. Send f of x naught at right hand side, f of x naught plus m is f dash of x naught into x minus x naught. So this is the tangent equation, which is known as linear approximation L of x. It is denoted, y is denoted by L of x is equal to f of x naught plus f dash of x naught, into x minus x naught. Okay, using linear approximation we can find the function value. By using this linear approximation we can find the function value at the chosen point x naught. Okay, so it will give the nearest value to the required function value. Okay, right. Now let us do one problem. Example problem, example 1. Find the linear approximation. Find the linear approximation. Find the linear approximation for f of x is equal to root of 1 plus x. X greater than or equal to minus 1. At x naught equal to 3. Use the linear approximation. Estimate f of 3.2. So we have to find f of 3.2 here using linear approximation. First of all we should find the linear approximation, then after we have to estimate f of 3.2. f of 3.2 means root of 1 plus 4.2, under root 4.2 we have to find, right? For that, so chosen point is x naught equal to 3. So given function is f of x equal to root 1 plus x. So I am going to find the solution of this problem. Given function, given f of x is equal to root of 1 plus x, which is defined for only greater than or equal to minus 1. I am finding the derivative f dash of x, which is root derivative 1 by 2 root 1 plus x. This is the derivative of function. Now I am finding linear approximation. What is the formula? Linear approximation, which is nothing but a straight line at the point, a tangent line at the point x naught, which is equal to 3. So linear approximation formula is L of x is equal to f of x naught plus f dash of x naught, x minus x naught. So L of x is equal to f of x naught, that means f of 3. By substituting f of 3 you will get x naught is 3, no? So I am substituting in the function, so you will get root 4. plus f dash of x naught, again substitute 3, 1 by 2 root 4 in f dash of x naught, x minus x naught, x minus x naught, again 3. So we will get here L of x is equal to 2 plus 1 by 4 x minus 3. Now I am finding the linear approximation value of 3.2. Approximation value L of 3.2 by substituting in place of which is nothing but f of 3.2. F of 3.2 equal to L of 3.2. L of 3.2 is 2 plus 2, 3 minus 2 by 3 minus 3 by 4. Now by simplifying you will get 2 plus 0.2 by 4. 0.2 by 4 by dividing it, 2 plus 0.050. So you will get here 2.050 is the approximate value of root of 3.2 in place of x means root of 4.2. So f of 3.2 is nothing but root of 1 plus 3.2, which is equal to root of 4.2 approximate value. Therefore root of 4.2 approximate value is 2.050. Okay, so using the linear approximation I got the value of 0.4 under root 4.2, which is 2.052. And now after that we have to discuss the errors. How we can get error? If you subtract approximative value from the exact value, you will get the error, right? So in error we have types of errors. Error is occurred when approximate value is subtracted from the actual value. So this is the error. Error is defined as true value minus approximate value will give the error. So now types of errors. First, absolute error. The absolute error is defined as absolute error is defined as actual value minus approximate value will give the absolute error. Next type of error, relative error. If the actual value is not zero, then relative error is defined as relative error is defined as actual value minus approximate value value approximate value by actual value. So this is the definition of relative error: actual value minus approximate value by actual value. Now percentage error. Third type of error is percentage error. Percentage error. Percentage error is defined as relative error into 100. Relative error into 100 will give the percentage error. Okay. Now let us do one example problem. Second example. Example 2. Let us assume that the shape of soap. Let us assume that the shape of soap. The shape of soap. Soap bubble. The shape of soap bubble is a sphere. Use linear approximation. To approximate using linear approximation to approximate the increase in the surface area. Increase in the surface area of a soap bubble. Soap bubble as its radius increases from radius increases from 5 centimeter to 5.2 centimeters. 5 centimeter to 5.2 centimeters. Also calculate percentage error. So also we have to find the percentage error in the surface area. Okay. So first of all we have to find the approximate value of surface area. Using linear approximation. Now given change in radius, 5 centimeter to 5.2 centimeters. So here x I am taking as 5 and delta x, change in x is I am taking as 0.2. Now we know that surface area of the sphere. Surface area of the sphere is S equal to 4 pi r square. 4 pi r square is the surface area of the sphere. Now I am going to find the change in surface area when radius increases to 5 centimeters to 5.2 centimeters. Now change in surface area. how we can get s of 5.2 minus s of 5. S of 5.2 minus s of 5, which is approximately equal to s dash of 5. S dash of 5 minus 5.2 minus, so here delta x is 0.2. Yes, f dash of x into delta x. Okay, actually which is used by this formula, f of x minus f of x naught. F of x minus f of x naught is approximately equal to f dash of x naught into delta x. Using this formula we can write s of 5.2, change in surface area, s of 5.2 minus s of 5 is equal to s dash of 5 0.2. S of 5.2. Now here we are finding the approximate value of the surface area. Approximately change in surface area approximately equal to s dash of 5. This is approximately sign. Approximately equal to s dash of 5 into 0.2. S dash of 5. How we can get s dash of 5? Actually s is 4 pi r square. So s dash is with respect to radius 8 pi r. So I am substituting to get approximate value of change in surface area. Now approximate value of change in surface area is approximate value of change in surface area is s dash of 5. S dash of 5 means is equal to, so here I am substituting 8 pi into 5, s dash of 5 into 0.2. So what you will get here, by simplifying this, 8 pi into 5, 2 by 10, 5 2s are 2 cancel, 8 pi. 8 pi centimeter square is the approximate change in the surface area. Actually what is exact change in area, exact value of? Why? Because we need percentage area. For that we need approximative value in change in area and exact value in change in area. So exact value change in area, change in surface area, s of 5.2 minus s of 5 will give the exact value changed in surface area. So s of 5.2 will give, by substituting in the formula, 4 pi r square, 5.2 whole square minus 4 pi 5 square, which is equal to, by simplifying this you will get 108.16 pi minus, by simply 4 into 25, 100 pi. 108.16 pi minus 100 pi will give 8.16 pi centimeter square. 8.16 pi centimeter square is the exact value of change in surface area. Now I am going to find the percentage area. Before finding the percentage area, we have to find relative error. Percentage error. To find the percentage error, first of all we need relative error. Relative error definition is exact actual value minus approximate value by actual value. So actual value is 8.16 pi, 8.16 pi minus approximate value 8 pi. by actual value 8.16 pi. So this is relative error in change in surface area. By simplifying this, now to get percentage error, we have to multiply with 100. Percentage error. Finding percentage error. Percentage error is equal to 8 means here 0.16 pi by 8.16 pi into 100. So here pi cancel. 16 by 816 into 100. By simplifying this, you will get 1.9607 percentage. 1.9607 percentage. Okay, this is the procedure to find the percentage error and relative error and approximate value, actual value.